Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Hope everyone's okay, and I hope my sound's okay because I've gone live on my laptop today rather than my phone, so it's not moving around everywhere. So, not been on for a while. I've been mega busy, and which is all good. But I just wanted to have a little chat with you about what's stopping you from doing the things that you want to do. We've been on, some of my team have been on a bit of a mission at the minute, doing some self-development on how to really make the most of the opportunities that are out there and make the most of your time and think about the reasons and what's stopping you from doing what you want to do. And that might be business-wise, that might be personally, it might be Facebook Lives, it might be anything. And we've been working with a really good mentor and learning from him about how to, he swears in the way that he puts this across. I'm not going to swear, but he basically teaches us how to not care so much what people think about what we're doing. And I've got my own theory on this, and it probably touches on what he says as well. When I was younger, as many people would be able to vouch for me, I was painfully shy. And I think that carried on into my adulthood. And I think a lot of the things that we feel and the way that we are as a child can easily carry on into our adult lives. And if we let it, it can take a hold of us. And we go back to being that 7-year-old kid that doesn't do the things that we want to do as an adult. And I think it's a real shame. So to tell you a bit about what I've been doing this past few weeks, I've been really putting myself out of my comfort zone. I've been contacting people that I wouldn't have necessarily had the confidence to contact. And the reason that I've been doing that is because it's not all been business-wise. Some of it's been personal. Some of it's just been getting myself out of the house because I've suffered from anxiety, as you'll know, in the past, where I've not actually left the house for some time. And I know that it's not healthy to be that way. So I've been working on myself, I've been working with others, and I've just thought, you know what, do it. Just do whatever it is that I want to do. And I have. And you know those thoughts that you get when there's something that you don't really want to do and you're kind of feeling a bit anxious about it, a bit worried about what the reaction might be. You know, me actually achieving what I planned to do. And one of them was go to a meeting with someone about a charity event and an opportunity that I've got for a charity to raise funds for that particular charity. I was so nervous. I've got to tell you, I was so nervous and so worried about what they'd think. And like, I don't know, you kind of get nervous about what the reaction will be, and are they going to just sort of laugh in my face? And you know what? They didn't. They didn't. Hey, Hazel, good to speak to you earlier. And they didn't. We had a good chat. Turns out I've got a lot in common with the person that I met for the meeting, and we're in good discussions quite regularly. I went in to see them today, and the feeling that I had after that, I was like in the car, like, yes. The feeling I had after that really does go over and above the nerves that I felt first of all. So I guess what I'm saying, just do it. If there is something that's kind of scaring you, and that's definitely exactly, Hazel, and you're a perfect example lately of what you've been doing. You're absolutely on fire, and you're a perfect example of, if you are concerned about something, it takes time to be able to move on to that next stage where you can actually do it. Hey, Denny, hope you're okay, gorgeous. And it takes a little time to get in that headspace, but it's worth doing. And I'm not saying that I feel, well, I kind of do feel like on top of the world at the minute. But I'm not saying that I'm going to be able to do every single thing that I've got planned right now, because I've got a lot of things in the pipeline at the moment. I'm not saying I'm going to be able to do all of them straight away, but I know that because I've achieved this small step, I know that the other steps are just going to follow naturally when I'm ready to take them. So that's that's really what I wanted to discuss, because there's nothing out there to stop you. Any thoughts that you have that might be a little, whether it's a confidence issue, confidence can be worked on, whether it's something that that you're a little embarrassed about, or whether it's getting to that, in that headspace where you shouldn't care. Because what is the worst that can happen in that situation? The worst that can happen is that you don't get the outcome that you were initially looking for. But do you know what? That person isn't going to spend the rest of their life thinking about you and what you said to them and what you've discussed. The people are very, and I mean this in not in a negative way, people are very self-centered, and their world, their little world, is what they think about the most. So if you've got something that you're planning on doing, whether it's business-wise, personal, anything that you're planning on doing that you're a bit scared about, just give it a go anyway. Because if you're worried about someone's reaction, yes, they may react initially, but that reaction isn't going to stay with you forever, and you've got to kind of pluck it out your head and let it go as well, if it's not the reaction you're looking for. But you'll be surprised about the reactions that you get that are positive. And that's because more and more people are realizing that life's too short. There's all that going on with the hurricane and everything at the moment, and I've got friends that are on here that are in the midst of that, and it's terrifying, and it just makes you think, you know, if you're not doing what you want to do now, then make some changes. I guess that's my main sort of, don't let anything stop you from making the changes that you want to make. So I hope that's helped, and I hope that's inspired you to maybe take a leap of faith that you didn't think that you could take, or even do something today that you wouldn't have otherwise done. So yeah, thank you for listening. And if you've got any questions, just comment and I'll come back to you later on. And it's lovely to see you all on here. Thank you. Bye.